Vesta in pools. Sophie did take out a chorus earlier.
Yeah, I believe that one. That one sounds expected to me. Still pretty good to get through there anyways. I know there's something interesting. Like, I feel it's psychological with like smaller pools where you're like, oh, it's only 3 to get out. I hope I don't mess up, because then it feels like really embarrassing if you don't.
And best of 3 against a Steve, that's not really where you want to be.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Sophie's going under. I don't even know how to say that. Deimos? I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So this matchup is definitely not the favorite of many. Steve, I have to imagine, is relatively comfortable with existing all around. Yeah, you got jab combos. I will say Toon Link has like what is probably the single best stats in the game for not taking big combos, so you're dead.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know what the idea was. I think actually, was he trying to throw the bomb down and then just...
He did throw a bomb.
I think he dropped a bomb and then he didn't account for that, so it buffered down air instead of throwing it down, and it killed him.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks. Wow, minecart just forcing that bomb to stay right where it is.
Yeah. Deimos here with the lead after that SD.
Yeah. This is going to be definitely an uphill battle now. So interesting thing with PS2, obviously, like Steve's got he gets different resources depending on what stages he goes on. On this stage, he has what is it, wood and dirt as he does right now. But soon enough, Deimos is she's gonna start mining like stone and only stone. She'll get iron and she'll get diamond too, but like it's going to be mostly stone. And the issue with that is that stone is really hard to cut through. It is going to be difficult when we get to that point. Because also, I don't believe you get any dirt or wood when you respawn. Like, it's only when you start the game thing. Honestly, Jonah's making pretty good progress on this last stock.
Yeah.
There is diamond on board though, so probably expect to see that one come up.
Yeah, he better take this first stock before that stone comes, and then he definitely does right here.
Yeah, I mean, stone is more of an inevitability than anything. Honestly, Sophie is not looking exactly to rush into that position at all. Also, finally getting to the diamonds. Usually you see a lot of Steve players when they respawn, they're like, all right, got to get my crafting bench down, got to start cutting this up. Yeah, all right, finally through the dirt. Not going to see any more dirt, I think, for the rest of the game. Yeah. And eventually we'll start going through the wood. And I'm really curious to see how the game plan will change for Jonas once we get to that point.
Yeah. Overall, he's just catching up on the lead right now with these up aerials.
Oh, finally ahead, too.
Nice
wow, that was
and he missed the up air. Wow.
Yeah, that was a really tricky position to be in. Honestly, when you get a bomb like that, if you're point blank, it's kind of hard to tell if you're going to be, the character's going to be moving towards you or away from you. So he tried to call out which direction it was, and unfortunately came up short. Yeah. It's just kind of how it's going to be sometimes.
And now it looks like Deimos does have the diamond now finally.
Oh, yeah.
On top of the stone.
Yeah, so this is really where you can just start going like crazy on playing defense. Finally, another diamond. It's going to be very, very comfortable for the rest of the game here as far as resources go.
Yeah. And what just killed there?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw them like run into each other with attacks, but I'm not
Probably
sure.
Probably a dash attack if I had to guess. Oh, this is max range. Look at that SDI. Moving all the way out of that forward air.
Ooh, that was a good Zaire too. Falling back on stage, but Deimos is blocking him out.
Okay, so that dash attack right there, probably going to be the idea behind breaking down a lot of these blocks, because Toon Link doesn't have too many like giant big options to deal with blocks in a way. Oh!
Ooh, that was a good back throw.
Yeah, also that was untechable, so that just kind of was forced. It was a forced mistake, forced error. You cannot get out of that. Especially at 165, you'd be hard-pressed to find a way to live that.
And
Maybe
he definitely needed that considering the lead.
Yeah. Surprisingly, okay. Oh, Deimos used her diamond on the last stock, so that's going to be,
Good time for JoJo to take advantage of this one.
Yeah, definitely the game plan, I would say, constantly for Steve is probably just to put up a 3 high and then mine down, but like, Toon Link is pretty fast. You could find some trouble if you tried to do that, especially when you got like a bomb or a boomerang you can angle up, or just some stuff you can throw over like a 1 high. Yeah, trying to get that started right now. It's just Jonas is making it really difficult. Got gold though. There's the diamond. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think both him and Young Link definitely have, is that since they have projectiles, they can kind of use it to destroy the blocks, it seems.
Yeah, projectiles are tricky with blocks. It's always not a guarantee of what'll happen, because the blocks, I mean, the blocks are blocks, right? But the hitbox is circular. So you got to hit specific parts of it to make sure that you actually hit the hitbox. Oh, you're gone. All right, one up for Sophie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, blocks and projectiles are just weird. Blocks in any move are just kind of weird because, like, the collision is square. Like, how you run into it, that's the square. It's exactly what you see. How you hit the blocks, those are circular. I can't explain why. I don't really want to know why. But it just makes it so that if you hit a block in, like, a corner with a projectile, I don't think it's likely to hit.
That is very bizarre.
Yeah. I mean, shot put is, like, entirely, like, a physics-based projectile. You know, me Brawler's projectile.
Right.
It will just never hit a block like that. So, creates a bit of an issue there.
Huh.
You know, some projectiles like that are just unusable. So you really gotta know your stuff. Steve has a lot of matchup checks, but not even in like the way that a normal character is, even though he probably still does have those. You just kind of have to know specifically how your stuff works against his stuff, especially if you're a projectile-based character. Samus hates the matchup. Half the time, charge shot just doesn't even work.
Jeez.
Yeah, imagine dumping like a 90% charge shot into blocks and just having nothing happen. Because you shoot it into a wall.
That's going to be very discouraging for anyone. But, you know, the more you know, and at least JoJo right now is getting a lead going on.
Yeah, definitely trying to shake off that early stock that cost him game 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that jab out of that situation there. Steve's interesting in that he gets like if you try to short hop an aerial, it'll just give you a jab.
Yeah.
Specifically for fair and back air, he just uses like a sword. I don't really know why they did that. It's very interesting to me, but I feel it could be like a $6 shortcut kind of thing, where like oh my god!
Wow! And again, JoJo using the blocks to his advantage. Last time it was with the back throw. This time it was with the forward throw into the fair.
Yeah. The thing with those blocks as well, obviously Sophie tech that one. Problem being, if you hit someone with like a low end lag forward throw or a low end lag throw into a block, they're just stuck in like tech lag and you can just whack them again. Steve players do that all the time. If they set up a block right there and you tech it, like out of the corner, if you miss the tech, you're dead because you get spiked and die. Right. If you hit the tech, they just charge an up smash and kill you.
Jeez. So it's like, you know.
It is nasty.
Yeah. So there's no really good option.
Yeah, there's no winning in that specific situation. You just really want to stay away from it.
Wow.
Blowing yourself up for no reason. JoJoDaHoBo.
Yeah. Only JoJoDaHoBo could do such a thing, it seems.
Wow.
Get away with it, mind you. Oh.
Yeah. Sophie kind of not watching her landing as well as she should be. Wow, that up tilt was really nice. Just kind of falling into a lot of projectiles here. Trying to chase Steve, or trying to chase Toon Link as Steve definitely just doesn't seem like a reliable method.
And right now, JoJo is just not letting up on the pressure as he should right now after that game 1.
Yeah, adjusting beautifully, really. Mashed out of that, forced to take a bomb again.
Ooh.
We need a stat at the end of the game that just says time's blown up by your own fucking item.
No, yeah, I was about to mention that.
If it's higher than 3, you should lose instantly.
Yeah. If only we could keep up stats how many times he hits himself with the bomb.
Yeah,
He's done that at least 3 times, I think.
There's a projectile was thrown stat, of which I'm sure is in the triple digits every game.
Wow.
Yeah, it also counts items, I think, or it counts items and projectiles under the same roof, except for Villager Fair for some reason, which just doesn't count, even though it's a projectile.
Even though, it's technically a projectile, but it's also like an aerial too, so I guess it doesn't count.
Yeah, but his back air counts, and it's the exact same move.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
This game doesn't like being consistent.
Inconsistent. So consistent, bro. What?
Dude, that potted plant's working overtime. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Wow. Beautiful conversion off of the platform too.
Yeah. Did he jump through? Jonas jumped through with whatever aerial he just hit Sophie's shield with? Sophie thought the pressure was over. Nope. Double jump, throw the bomb down.
Wow. And now it's all tied up for this 1-1.
Yeah.
The question is, where are they going to go?
Yeah. Town is a interesting pick as the Steve player. Primary thing, I know that they're not a fan of the item set or the mindset on this one, because said before, PS2 is all stone. This one's all wood, which is like fine, but the overall item set just seems to be worse because you just don't have to take a while to get the diamonds. You don't have to take a while to get all the other stuff.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Town have a smaller blast zone compared to the other stages that we were just on?
It's interesting. It depends on how you measure that. I think if you just measure side to side, it is one of the longest in the game. However, if you're close to the blast zone, or like if you're at the ledge to side blast zone is the shortest in the game.
I see.
So it's like more of the stage is taken up, or more of the camera is taken up by the stage itself.
Well, if that's the case, then possibly Deimos might try to go for a little bit of a up air screen into up smash, probably.
Yeah, I don't know how much Steve is really going to value killing off top here. Probably the decision here to go for that. Just because, you know, Toon Link's got a lot of options that kill off the top.
Yeah.
You know, you got to worry about up air and, you know, falling on top of a mount smash, a bunch of stuff like that. So I can totally understand going here just based off of the general game plan if you don't feel like building off of your, you know, mining set.
Yeah. And, you know,
yep.
Right now, JoJo, again, another up tilt to up air, taking the first stock of this.
Yeah. Honestly, that tall blast zone might not even matter at that point.
Yeah.
I understand going, though, if that was the idea. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to be aware of your timing on that. It is aggravating, to say the least. Oh, that bomb blew up. I guess it... No, okay. The bomb sees collision, and then it explodes. And then the explosion hits the blocks.
Right, because it just took out all that dirt in just one explosion, right?
Yeah. So that makes... Oh!
Oh, that is just highway robbery.
Okay, I have never seen minecart do that. Like, it can do that. It's logical that it can do that. It's just that Sophie got gold minecart, jumped out immediately, and it didn't hit the ground, so it's still moving at like maximum speed. And Jonas is off stage, and it still never hits the ground, so it's still moving at max speed.
I don't even think you can say it's JoJo's fault. Like, I don't think no one else saw that coming. You heard it.
What the most fucked up part about that? There was a bomb in there. He couldn't even react to the fact that he got grabbed. He could not mash out in time.
How unfortunate.
He was not ready at all. Sophie's sitting with the diamond here.
Yeah, she has the diamond, but it doesn't seem like that loss of that stock has affected JoJo's move at all.
Yeah, it feels almost like she's overextending at some points. You know, she'll get like an up tilt and be like, okay, I gotta get more of these. Toon Link, notoriously difficult to combo. You just kind of gotta accept the fact that he's probably gonna double jump out. Oh, there's the
again, and there he is. Gets out of that one.
Oh, it hit the block. There was so much opportunity for something there, but I think the awareness for that kind of situation is well beyond what I would expect.
Been doing really good of his awareness on the blocks, and it's been getting him kills.
Yeah, Jonas is doing a really good job here. Oh,
and that up B, is that really gonna take it? Yes, it is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, Sophie, she's got a bit of a
mountain to climb.
Yeah, bit of a mountain to climb, that's for sure.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Especially because Jonas now is like no stranger to committing to waiting on this.
Yeah.
Wow.
This man is just...
I don't think you should have held in after that.
And again with the up B, this man is just running all over the stage, punishing for every time she approaches. Like...
Yeah, look at this. It almost feels like this is something that's kind of an issue with playing against stoners a lot of the time, is that you kind of get into this mindset of like, all right, I got to wait everything out, and then what ends up happening is that you just never make any time to like create your own threat. And if you never create your own threat, and you're constantly moving around someone else's threat, you're kind of just waiting for them to like royally fuck up. You should probably leave, like, every once in a while you see like a back air or something from Sophie. I think if we saw a bit more throwing stuff out,
yeah, a bit more aggression, but that's gonna take it.
You gotta make them scared, especially when you got diamond on them. You got the auto cancel back air, man. You can throw that out however much you want.
Jeez. Yeah. It's like what my boy James says. In this scene, it's zone or hell. Oh yeah. And I believe it.
Yeah, we're getting a few more non-zoners for what that's worth.
That's good. Yeah, you're one of them.
As the only person who's committed to not, keeping some distance between me and the opponent, fuck all of you. Dude. I appreciate the, I'm not even going for just zoners. I'm going for everyone who ever held a sword.
Oh, there's that forward air. Yeah,
sword players are not the protagonists of this game. Neither are really, like, fox types. Just like stop.
Just stop.
Stop. What happened here? Oh!
What?
Oh, I see. Okay.
What just happened?
So that bomb hit Steve, and it knocked him out of the minecart. Knocked Zombie out of the minecart, I guess. And normally you can't jump out of minecart that fast. I think Sophie was just looking to, hit the minecart as was. Just like, because when Steve's in it, you shove them off stage. That would have killed. However, that bomb launched Sophie out of the cart faster than she could possibly have jumped out of it.
And then it took JoJo instead?
And then it took him instead, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I've never seen that one.
But hey, that didn't stop him from winning this
I
set,
overheard
though.
it. Yeah, I overheard him just go, ah!
He screamed. I was like, I just didn't even know what to say. My jaw dropped. I was like,
You could not react. No one can react to that. Are we going to see this again? Okay,
oh,
jab.
God.
That was an IDJ. All right, chuck that.
He chucked it.
Oh, no. She jumped out on her own. Okay.
And that was just the trade.
Dude,
That's such a bad trade.
Get a close-up of Jonas's face. My stock!
You can't do this to me.